Ma'am, we'll start.
Yeah. Shall we start?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. சொல்லுக சொல்லிற் பயனுடைய சொல்லற்ற சொல்லிற் பயனிலா சொல். So this is one famous Tirukkural from Tamil language. So it means that speak words which are useful, never those that are vain. So here we are to speak some useful words. A great good morning to everyone. It is with immense joy and gratitude that I welcome you all to the 28th edition of our Generic Talk series. Today we are gathered to delve into the fascinating and essential topic of enhancing human-computer interaction in industrial engineering through AI-driven interfaces. Before we begin, let us take a moment to appreciate the vision and effort that has brought us all together for this enriching session. The leadership of our institution ensure that we constantly have access to the best learning opportunities. It is now time to introduce our esteemed guest of today's session. This session will feature eminent speakers and global researchers from Morocco, Mexico, and Malaysia, bringing valuable insights into the integration of AI-driven interfaces in industrial and human-computer interaction context. To do the honors, I invite our head of the department, Dr. T. Sedhikarasi, to introduce our chief guest.
Thank you, sir. Very good morning to one and all present here. It's my proud privilege to welcome you all to the Generic Talk series of RMK Engineering College, organized by Department of Computer Science and Engineering, on the topic Enhancing Human-Computer Interaction in Industrial Engineering through AI-driven interfaces. At this moment, I would like to thank and welcome our esteemed members of management, principal, deans, HODs, and faculty members, students of RMK Engineering College, to this Generic Talk Series 28. We would be honored by the presence of this esteemed professors from different locations who will be connected by our Professor Dr. Neelakandan. Thank you and welcome you all. I take this opportunity to welcome Professor Adsingus, Head of Research Team, Security, Intelligent Systems Applications and Robotics, LARTID Laboratory from Morocco. Welcome you, sir, and thank you for accepting our invitation to be part of this panel discussion, which will be reaching out throughout the place. I would like to welcome Dr. Brenda Yvonne, Professor, Industrial Engineering, National Autonomous University of Mexico. Welcome you, ma'am.
Thank you.
I take this opportunity to welcome and introduce Jasmine Otro Ramirez Diaz, Professor, Industrial Engineering, National Autonomous University of Mexico. Welcome, sir. As well, I would like to welcome Dr. Samuel Mofilwa Ashbed, Department of Data Science and Artificial Intelligence, Sunway University, Malaysia. I would like to thank and welcome Dr. Neelakandan, who organized this panel discussion with professors from different regions and various specialities, who will be connected through this Generic Talk series. Welcome and thank you, sir. I now hand over the session to Dr. Neelakandan, who may brief the speciality of the chief guest of today's panel discussion and continue with the panel discussion with the chief guest. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Very good morning to one and all. On behalf of Department of Computer Science and Engineering, RMK Engineering College, I'm delighted to welcome you for this Generic Talk series. Today panel discussion focuses on the topic at the very heart modern industry, enhancing human-computer interaction in industrial engineering through AI-driven interfaces. Our distinguished panelists will share their expertise on how artificial intelligence can transfer the way a human interact with the machine and making process more intuitive and effective and safe. We are privileged to have with us four distinguished experts from the different part of the world. Speaker one, Professor Aydin, Head of Research Team, SISAR, a Security Intelligence System Application and Robotics, LARTID Laboratory, Cadioid University, Morocco. Our first speaker, Professor Aydin, leads a cutting-edge research on intelligence system, robotics and security application. Now we invite Professor Aydin to begin the session.
Good morning, sir. Are you hearing me?
Yeah, fine, Professor.
Yeah.
Yes. I can share my presentation.
Yeah. Can you share it? We made this a co-host for you. Co-host.
Yes.
Kati, if possible, can you share this slide presentation of Professor Aydin? Just now I shared with you.
Yes. You have already my presentation. You can share it. Or
You can share it if possible, Professor.
yes.
Professor Aydin, you can share it. Now we made a co-host.
Yes.
Yes.
Screen is visible, sir.
It's okay.
Can you put
Yes, sir,
in
it's visible,
presentation
sir.
mode?
Slideshow.
What? It's
Put in
good. It's good.
presentation mode. Yeah, put in presentation mode. Big screen.
It's good for presentation, but
Slideshow.
You can go for slideshow or presentation mode.
Sir, can you stop screen sharing, sir? Let me share this presentation, sir. Is it okay for you?
yes.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, just. Is it visible, sir?
It's good. Very good. Thank
Yes,
you.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Please proceed, sir. Yeah.
So good morning, everyone. First of all, I will thank all organizing committee member for this opportunity and this excellent opportunity, especially my colleague Dr. Merkanden for this invitation. I'm very happy today to share with you some insights about our research works in our teams here in Morocco. Say we try to propose and suggest some topics about how integrate artificial intelligence and the blockchain to improve security for remote and predictive care. So we have started four topics in PhDs about with our PhD students, and we try to find some solutions to integrate this technology in solutions, innovate and try to make some innovative solutions in healthcare area. So as an introduction, yes, as an introduction, I can say that the growing of digitalization of healthcare, like electronic healthcare records, we have more informations that are big volumes data today, and we have more records that are stored in big database. So we try to show how to secure and improve the security of this data information of this sensitive data. So we look also that the traditional methods today are very insufficient to more secure this information. For this, we ask a question how to use some emerging technologies to also to exploit the new potential of some new technologies that are powerful today, like, for example, the blockchain to enhance the data integrity, also how to use and exploit the artificial intelligence techniques to improve this side. Because as you know, that the security in the healthcare domain, in the healthcare environment, it's very important if we want, for example, to enhance and to make our life very reliable. So we start and we take some motivations. So we have the challenge of protecting sensitive health information, especially we have some regulations and standard and international standards such as GDPR and HIPAA that are impose strict standard for data protection yet and try to integrate some, as I said, some innovative solutions to make these solutions very reliable and important. The second challenge is the risk of losing trust in digitized healthcare systems. So the patient trust in the healthcare today depends on the assurance of their data. That their data must be handled securely and transparently. So for this, we try to increase the risks of leaks in authorized access. So the main objectives of our research work in our team is to address these challenges by combining and integrating some artificial intelligence algorithms, some artificial intelligence methods, also how to use the blockchain technology, how to use the power of blockchain technology to create an innovative system capable of providing enhancing security earlier. The second objective is to establish a safer and more transparent framework. We try to make a big and a complete framework that are used to make safety in health data management in order to build trust, improve quality in this domain. So for this, we make a lot of questions, a lot of research questions related to this problem. The first question that we pose is, what are the different types of data generated? So the first thing that we can handle is the types of data, the generation of data, how to look for the specific characteristics of data. Because if we want, for example, to take the efficient decisions, the first step is how to handle this data. The second question, our second question in the term is to focus about the data quality, to look for the data quality in the Internet of healthcare, Internet of healthcare things. What are the most effective model for integrating artificial intelligence and blockchain into medical management? The fourth question is, which artificial intelligence algorithms is the choice of the adaptive, the adequate algorithms that are best to detect anomalies, to detect intrusions and cyber attack in healthcare systems. And the last questions, how to can evaluate about the performance. We talk here about the performance evaluations. What are the metrics? What are the parameters that are used for evaluation or for performance evaluations of our models? So related to these questions, we make some objective of our research. We have more objective research, but to be I say I want to be brief. We have some objective analysis, the challenge of data security, explore the application of artificial intelligence to enhance data protection, try to study the use case of blockchain to ensure data integrity, integration of the technologies, how to combine these new technologies, because the challenge is how to combine these two powerful technologies in one framework, and the first objective is to assess the impact of on users and regulatory compliance. This is we specify here four expected outcomes of our frameworks, our expected framework. For instance, we try to handle the first topics. It's about how to make a hybrid value shape model for accurate and transparent intelligent detection Internet of healthcare things. In this approach, we try to gather a lot of information about the patient, about the devices, about users of Internet of healthcare things. After that, we make some experiments using variational autoencoder and chip to improve the explicability and reliability of our model. So here we try to make these artificial intelligence techniques to show the accuracy, to show the decision taken in our model. This is the first architecture that we try to set up. The second is how to use a blockchain technology to secure health data in telehealth. In this architecture, we make some element of our environment healthcare and try to show how these elements make the interactions, how these elements try to communicate to enhance the data integrity of our frameworks. And in this last architecture, we try to make a use case about how to optimize HCI research allocation during the COVID-19 here in Morocco, in our nation, Morocco. So we try to implement step by step these frameworks, and we try to show the practice aspect of these models in our use case here in Morocco. As I say, that they are the first finding, the first result, the first obtained result by the PhD students' thesis topics that are launched this year. And we try to make some results, some information based on some selected parameters. To be brief, I can say that this journey with how to combine artificial intelligence technique and blockchain technology to enhance data integrity and security in healthcare domain, it's very important and very interesting. And this is the first steps. This is the first work that we make this year, and we can go ahead. And this is the occasion. If you want to be in collaboration with us and try to look for more obtained result. Thank you very much for this opportunity.
Thank you, Professor Aydin. So I have few questions about your presentation. You have mentioned the risk of losing trust in digitalized healthcare. How can a AI-driven zero trust architecture help rebuild and maintain the trust?
Thank you. Thank you for this question. If possible, doctor, to repeat this first question, please.
How can AI-driven zero trust architectures help rebuild and maintain the trust?
Thank you very much, doctor, for this excellent question. I appreciate it. So to make this security of digital healthcare very trusted, I can say that it should be automatically trusted. For example, we must to do some continuous verification. You must also to try to, for example, in access control, to make this issue, we must make this issue very adaptive. Also, I can note see that we try to move towards proactive threat detection in real time. This is some issues that we have to make if we want to enhance this side. Thank you for this question.
Thank you, Professor Aydin, and
Yeah.
thank you for your very good session.
With
So
a
let's
great pleasure.
move on to the second speaker. Our second speaker, Professor Brenda Ivana, is a leading academic voice in industry engineering, focusing on optimizing workplace health, safety, and efficiency through advanced engineering methods. I invite Professor Brenda to begin the session.
Thank you very much, Professor. And good morning, everyone. It's a pleasure to me to be here with you to talk about a topic that is not only transforming the world of technology, but also how we care of health and safety of workers. Artificial intelligence as an ally in occupational health. Often, when we think about AI, we imagine robots or futuristic machines. But the truth is that AI is already making decisions, assisting in diagnosis, and even helping to prevent diseases before any symptoms appear. And in occupational phases, we have new challenges too. There are emerging diseases, work-related stress, an aging workforce, and increasingly demanding environments. Artificial intelligence allows us to move toward more predictive, accurate, and preventive health surveillance. Today, we will explore how AI is being used in companies around the world to protect workers' health. Okay. Well, what is artificial intelligence? Well, artificial intelligence, we know that is the ability to a machine to mimic human functions like learning, reasoning, prediction, or decision making. So a common example is a facial recognition in our smartphones. And another one is how Netflix recommends shows on your viewing habits, for example. But AI is not just for entertainment or smartphones. It also entering the workplace, especially in critical areas like safety and health. And the most common type used of AI in occupational health are machine learning, about algorithms that learn from data and make predictions, and deep learning. I mean, neural networks that identify complex patterns such as medical images or physiological signals. The key in the AI is to improve over time, learning continuously from data and feedback. In occupational health, aims to protect the physical, mental, and social well-being of workers. And health surveillance includes periodical medical assessments, job risk evaluations, early detections of work-related diseases, And however, traditional systems face some limitations, like staff shortages, paper records, underreporting, and delayed responses. And this is where AI comes in to help from a reactive model to a predictive and automated one. And so let's talk about some applications about AI in occupational health. Well, one example is smart ergonomics. AI cameras can detect incorrect postures in real time. Computer vision and motion analysis tools powered by AI can evaluate how workers move, lift, or sit. It helps to identify repetitive movement stress or awkward postures that could lead to musculoskeletal disorders. Some companies can then redesign tasks or the workstations to reduce physiological or physical strain. For example, Ford uses AI to redesign workers and workstations to reduce musculoskeletal injuries. They use camera-equipped robots with exoskeletons to help employees to maintain proper posture. Another example is fatigue and stress monitoring. Here we talk about wearable devices. With these wearable devices, we have to include smartwatches and fitness trackers can track various physiological changes in the body. These devices utilize sensors to monitor metrics like heart rate variability, oxygen consumption, body temperature, or sleep patterns. This continuous monitoring provides valuable data to understand health and detecting potential issues. For example, Shell uses these sensors to monitor fatigue signs in heavy equipment operators. Another one is mental health surveillance with chatbots and algorithms that analyze language and behavior patterns. AI platforms analyze patterns of keywords, use emails, meeting schedules, and other digital behaviors to detect burnout and emotional stress. These tools can generate insights to cognitive overload or lack of engagement, offering early warning signs before mental health deteriorates. Some AI tools even initiate self-care check-ins and recommend breaks. For example, UK used these ViewBits monitors to stress monitors to intervene, before burnout, right? Another is to exposure to harmful substances. AI connected sensors to detect toxic gases or particles. Portable or fixed sensors can detect gases, vapors, particles, or another contaminants. And AI processes the data to identify dangerous levels before they exceed permissible limits. Wearable sensors connected to a cloud-based AI that alert workers by vibration or help make notifications when exposed to solvents or silica dust. Systems like Blackline Safety and Honeywell detect ammonia and carbon monoxide leaks and automatically activate evacuation protocols. An example with this use, is in mining operations in Chile and South America. And they are use them to prevent silicosis in the workers. Another one is accident prediction models. AI can analyze historical patterns to predict future incidents. And for example, ABM developed a system to anticipate risk in factories based on environmental and behavior. But well, engineering, Jasmani will talk to you about this topic, so we have to most highlighted international cases with a successfully use of AI in their companies. One of them is Amazon in USA. They uses AI to monitor repetitive movements and prevent injuries. Another one is Toyota in Japan. AI evaluates workers' postures on the assembly line to prevent strain injuries. Another one is Siemens in Germany. They use a platform to combine health, productivity, and environmental data with AI analytics. And another one is in France, AXA. AXA uses AI to evaluate psychological risk in office settings. So there's benefits of using AI in companies focused to health and occupational health in workers, like early disease detection, personalized interventions, accident prevention, reduce absenteeism cost, and figure legal issues. However, there's also challenges and some barriers, like high cost of digital infrastructure, lack of trust in algorithms, need to training and digital literacy, data privacy concerns, and risk of bias automatic decisions. About ethical and legal considerations, we have it raises three important ethical questions, like privacy. Who has access to the workers' health data? Another one, informed consent. Are the workers aware of how their data is being used? And another one, algorithm transparency. Can we understand why AI makes certain decisions? So we have to make a conclusion. And so we must say that AI is not here to replace occupational health professionals. It's here to empower them. It allows us to shift from reactive to predictive and preventive care. As a future professionals and decision makers, we must understand these tools, recognize the risks, they use them, we have to use them ethically with a human-centered focus. Thank you very much for the opportunity. And when we are here to answer the questions.
Thank you, Professor Brenda, for your insightful presentation on how AI can support occupational health and your points on smart ergonomics, mental health monitoring, and reducing harmful exposures, and clearly show how technology can create healthier and safer workplace. Now, I have one questions from your presentation that, from your perspective, what is the most important benefit AI bring to occupational health that traditional method cannot achieve?
Well, the most important benefit is the ability to detect risk before they become visible. Traditional methods often rely on periodic evaluations or self-reporting, which can miss early warning signs. So AI continues process large amounts of data, heart rate, movement patterns, environment conditions, so they can identify subtle changes that might indicate fatigue, stress, or another health concerns. So this early detection enables to proactive interventions, which can prevent incidents and support long-term well-being in the way that traditional methods simply cannot do.
I think it's fine. And one more thing, among the AI tools used in occupational health, like fatigue monitoring, stress reduction, and mental health tracking, which do you feel is making is the biggest difference for workers and today and why?
Well, right now, fatigue monitoring is making the biggest difference because it directly prevents high-risk situations in real time. So that is so important. We have to remember that fatigue is a silent factor in many workplace accidents. So AI tools can detect it early through wearable sensors, biometrical data, or performance patterns. So with that system, we have to identify things or fatigue, or we have to suggest immediate action, like take a break or adjust some tasks or redesign some tasks for workers. And we have to protect the work safety, that is so most important, the workers for over, and in another hand, pues also productivity.
Thank you, Professor Brenda, for your wonderful presentation. Now, our third speaker, Professor Jasmine, bring deep expertise in industrial safety and AI-driven process improvement, working to make industrial operations smarter and safer. Professor Jasmine, it's over to you.
Thank you. Well, good afternoon, good day, everyone. I'm truly honored to be here with you to talk a topic that brings together two major challenges of our time: digital transformation and the protection of human life in workplace. Today, we're going to explore a little bit how artificial intelligence, often associated to self-driving cars or virtual assistants, is revolutionizing the way we prevent, manage, and investigate accidents in the industrial settings. Um, this because workplace safety is no longer just about wearing helmets or warning signs or training in job. Today, it's also about data, algorithms, and prediction. So, in a nutshell, and the Professor Brenda talks a little bit of that, artificial intelligence refers to a machine ability to perform tasks that normally require human intelligence, like learning, reasoning, recognizing patterns, or making decisions. This is very important. So, what does this have to do with industrial safety? A lot. AI can analyze historical accident data, monitor real-time worker behavior, detect unsafe conditions before incidents happen, assist in post-accident investigation. In short, it allows us to move from reactive safety to predictive and proactive safety. To understand where AI fits in, let's quickly review some of the most common risks in industries like manufacturing, construction, mining, and energy, like falls from heights, exposure to hazard substances, operator fatigue, human error, equipment failure, or fires and explosions. All these incidents, all these events have something in common. They often leave traces, patterns, or signs that an intelligent system can detect before the accident happened. So, let's now see how artificial intelligence is being applied to actively prevent workplace accidents. These are all examples. No? In the computer vision to detect hazards topic, cameras powered by AI can identify if a worker does not wearing PPE, enters in a restricted zone, or gets too close to moving machinery. For example, in France, Total Energies uses AI to alert in real time when someone enters danger zone without a helmet. The camera identifies the worker and beats the alarm. And Pemex in Mexico is testing similar systems for offshore platforms, the platforms that extracting petrol. They have systems very, very similar for PPE in general. No? In behavior and fatigue topic, some sensors placed on helmets, uniforms, or in the body of the worker can detect drowsiness, exhaustion, or unusual movements, usually related to physical fatigue, like a neck closed, an angle with the neck, is the vibrations of the body, something like that. And for example, Caterpillar in USA uses smart band systems in the worker bodies for monitor operating fatigue in mining operations, like frequency, cardiac frequency, arterial tension, something like that. In Grupo Mexico, also a mining company here in Mexico, the organization uses AI to reduce human error during night shifts, like the face, the movements, something like that. To detect unsafe conditions, there are many sensors connected to AI to detect abnormal vibrations, heat, gas leaks, or pressure changes. For example, ArcelorMittal uses predictive monitoring to avoid furnace explosion and fires, reducing the probability of events. And CFE in Mexico uses pilot studies to detect early signs of electrical failures related to heat of the system. In the predictive maintenance, algorithms identify early signs of mechanical failure, preventing accidents to malfunctioning equipment. For example, in Bosch and Siemens, AI predicts motor breakdowns before they happen. And Volkswagen here in Mexico, they implemented a similar system to prevent dangerous assembly line stops for the robots specifically. And the investigation of accidents. After an accident, one of the biggest challenges is understanding what really happened. So AI can greatly assist in that process. How? First, analyze for video and audio and all of the data for an event reconstruction. It's very difficult to a human analyze all of this data. Also, data mining to find patterns in the past incident reports, or simulation models can recreate virtual scenarios to analyze the causal factor in the accident. For example, British Petroleum uses AI to investigate explosion and simulate high-risk situations. Or the NASA combines sensors and AI to identify human errors in space-related incidents. To wrap up the topic, the most important benefits of using AI in industrial safety includes data-based prevention, not just intuition, faster emergency response, lower costs from downtime or legal issues, improved safety culture on the workplace, and in conclusion, fewer serious and fatal accidents. However, before the conclusion, however, there are also risk and ethical dilemmas. What about the worker's privacy? Can we fully trust automatic decisions? Or, this is important, who is responsible if the algorithm makes a mistake? It's difficult to answer, right? That is why it is essential implement transparent protocols with the organizations, ensure human oversight of AI system, and train workers and managers to understand and manage AI tools. In conclusion, artificial intelligence is not magic, is not a perfect solution, but it is a powerful tool that can help us save lives, prevent disasters, and better understand what happened in a complex industrial environment. As professionals in the present and the future, it is up to us to lead the shift toward a smarter, more ethical, and more human approach to workplace safety. Thank you very much for your attention. I'm very happy to answer your questions.
Thank you, Professor Jasmine, for highlighting how artificial intelligence can proactively monitor workers' behavior and even support accident investigations. Even your presentation shows how artificial intelligence potential to make industrial environment safer and more efficient. So now I have one question that in accident investigation, how can artificial intelligence provide insights that human investigator might miss? And what impact could this have on preventing future incidents?
Yes, AI can process large volumes of data from multiple sources, such as sensor logs, maintenance records, and video footage, for example, much faster than humans. It can identify subtle patterns or correlations, like a specific machine malfunction happening only under a certain environment conditions, or a sequence of events that constantly precedes incidents. These insights may not obvious to investigators working manually. The human can be distracted, can be confused, can be poor trained. So by uncovering these hiding factors, AI helps improve training, adjust safety protocols, and redesign processes to reduce the risk of similar accidents in the future, basically.
Also, you talked about behavior and fatigue analysis are gaining much attention in safety management. How can artificial intelligence help identify and address these issues before they lead to an accident?
Okay. AI can monitor behavior and fatigue in real time by analyzing data from wearable devices like smartwatches, smart rings, bands, or something like that, cameras, and production systems. For example, AI can detect signs such as slower reaction times, irregular moving patterns, or frequent errors. Signals that a worker might be tired or distracted. Once detected, this system can trigger alerts. Wake up, suggest breaks, or even adjust workloads automatically. This proactive approach allows companies to prevent incidents before they happen rather than reacting afterward.
Thank you, Professor
Yes.
Jasmine, for your very good presentation. Now move to the final speaker of the Generic Talk series. Now I welcome Professor Samuel, Department of Data Science and Artificial Intelligence, Sunway University, Malaysia, to go for the presentation. Professor Samuel, please go ahead.
Okay. Thank you very much, Prof. And thank you everyone for having me. So let me share my screen. Okay. Yes, please, can you see my screen right now?
Can you go for the slideshow?
Yeah, so I'm going to be talking on enhancing human-computer interaction in industrial engineering through AI-driven interfaces. And I will finish or conclude with just a case study of AI in healthcare, which is a project that I'm working on, not only myself on a team here in Malaysia. So,
Sir, sorry to
yeah.
interrupt, sir. The presentation has
Okay.
been enabled, sir. Yeah.
Yes. All right. So now, human-computer interaction in industrial engineering. We see that nowadays the AI interfaces are actually popular nowadays, which are being used even for engaging human-computer interfaces, rather. And HCI is at the heart of how humans interact with industrial systems. So we have operating machineries, we have interpreting, also used for interpreting dashboard, AI dashboards, or even making real-time decisions. So in high-stakes environment, we actually have like high-stakes environment, for example, in manufacturing or energy production, or even logistics. There are quite a number of times now that we have poor interfaces design, which can actually cause inefficiency or even accidents. So, and that is where AI comes into play. Okay, so and now talking about this AI interfaces, what exactly is that intersection between AI and then the HCI and also the industrial engineering? So, but before we go into that, there's a role that HCI plays in actually making industrial engineering interfaces. So, and such is that it ensures safety and also operational efficiency. So, because this is actually designed to meet the users, because users are the ones using these interfaces, and so in designing an interface that meets organization problem or meets organization needs, AI is being introduced into it. And we're going to talk about the impact of AI, which is adaptability. It's easily adaptable. There's quite a number of AI interfaces right now that are actually easily adaptable to what kind of work you want to do, and then intelligence and also enhanced responsiveness in interfaces. Now, when we talk about the intersection of HCI and industrial engineering, traditionally, we see HCI in industrial engineering has focused on fixed data dashboards, rather. And then we also have stuff like static control systems and ergonometric safety. So these are very important, but the increasing complexity of industrial process, which is actually driven by global competition or automation and even data growth. So makes it high in demand for now a smarter approach. And this smarter approach is where AI comes into place. Okay, so now where does AI come in? It allows us actually to move beyond the static control. It allows us to move beyond adaptive interfaces, or static interfaces rather. So now into adaptive interfaces, okay? And this time it is able to adjust in real time. So we can have actually interfaces whereby you can easily adapt into any field, okay, designed by designed by AI rather. So we can adapt it into different fields, and then now they are so flexible. Okay, so that way you can even do some real-time monitoring of performances, either the machinery performance or human performance, or even your operational performance. So that is where AI comes into play. Okay, now going on, let's see what are the real-world applications. There are quite a number of applications, real-world applications. We have smart dashboard. Now, there are so many dashboards out there that are actually designed to predict equipment health in order to avoid unexpected failures. So you can have dashboards that even shows you the performance of your operations, in the back end. I mean back end now. I mean whatever is being done in that particular industry. Let's say manufacturing industry, for example. So a dashboard, we can design a dashboard that shows the performance. You can see historical data and they're being displayed. And what is the work of this dashboard? It's just to give insights. So it gives us insight into what has been happening, and then you can even predict what would happen. You can see where you were, where you are, and where you will be if a particular maybe operation continues. So in that way, if there's a need for amendment, it can be done. So smart dashboard actually helps, okay, to avoid so many failures, unexpected failures, because now you can predict, you can see if we continue this operation this way, then there's likely going to be. So what do? We now prescribe a solution. Okay, so and then it also helps in operational efficiency. Now we also have wearable devices for healthcare. Okay, so now this helps to monitor fatigue, patient fatigue, yeah, or postures, or you can monitor their health. They can wear it as wristwatches. Some wear it on their neck. So many wearable devices nowadays. Okay, so it's also continuously monitors that one as well. Not only for healthcare, anyways, wearable devices not only for healthcare, even for industrial engineers. You can wear it to show if you're tired, to show your posture. Okay, so your boss in the office can see, oh, you're not in a good posture. If you continue in this posture, you can break your back. So you can monitor your workers' safety. Okay, so and then the posture that can bring about injury can also be monitored, and then predictive analysis of diseases. So we also use this for predictive analysis of diseases. Now, real-world application of AI, okay, in HCI. So we can predict if this particular worker, if he continues this way, most likely this is what is going to happen. Maybe it's going to have a kind of cardiovascular disease, or maybe diabetes, or probably this particular worker now, there's kind of food that it takes. Wearable devices can help you monitor even your blood pressure, can monitor your organs. There are so many AI-driven wearable devices now, and then it helps now to predict if this is happening, you're most likely going to develop this kind of diseases. Okay, and then we also use it for what we call human in the loop AI. And what does that mean? We combine the human judgment with AI insights so that we can enhance decision making. Right. Now, shortly, because I'm part of a project, a global project, actually we call it AI for PP, which is driven and funded by IGRC in Canada. And then what we're working on is AI with blockchain technology for healthcare. So I'm just going to briefly talk about that. I mean, our project, what we're working on at the moment. So we have key applications of AI in healthcare. Okay, so we can use it to predict analytics for patient diagnosis, and also we can use for image recognition in medical imaging. Okay, and then drug discovery and development. So these are different areas where AI can be used in application of AI in healthcare. Okay, and also we can use for personalized medicine. So all of this also is very important, because by the time we're able to predict or see what exactly is happening with our workers or with our patients. Okay, then we're able to prescribe better solutions. So we can also monitor remotely the health of patients. Okay, so now just a brief case study of a project that we're currently working on. We have different ones. Anyways, right now we're also working on for machine learning techniques or AI applications in predicting dengue. Okay, and then we're also getting what we call influenza. Okay, from Sunway Medical Center. So that's the hospital that belongs to Sunway. So we have our data set, and that's where we get the data set from. So diabetes, right now, there's this project that we're working on, which is machine learning assembly technique for diabetes prediction. And it is a chronic and threatening illness. That is, I mean, now define what diabetes is. Okay, so and if undetected or poorly managed, leads to severe complication. So, and the aim of our study is to determine the most effective machine learning method for accurate prediction, which contributes to early intervention. So I don't want to waste our time on that. We have a result here. What we did was that we made use of a base model, also made use of boosting and bagging assemble techniques. All right. So we made use of performance, which is KNN, gave a better accuracy and precision. Okay, so KNN gave a better accuracy and precision, which is closely followed by DT, and that gave accuracy of 89.9%. Then now for the bagging assemble performance, we also have what we call the random forest, which gave a better accuracy and precision, okay, alongside a strong recall and F1 score. So, and then we have followed by the bagged KNN and also the bagged decision tree and NB and SVM support vector machine. That's for the bagging assemble performance. And also for the boosting assemble performance, we have what we call the gradient boost, which actually gave a better performance. And it emerged as the top overall, combining strong precision and very high recall among other models. So those are actually the results that we got from our data. Okay, and now talking about the challenges and futures of implementing AI, because I'm actually fine because I now only have 10 minutes. So we have challenges such as data privacy, which concerns in collecting and processing sensitive information. So now in implementing AI, we have data privacy, and this is very important because a lot of times people don't actually take note of this. And then data just lie carelessly, which could actually breach, customers or even workers' information. So we have what we call the black box decision making, which limits transparency and trust. And also, we have risk of overdependence on automation, reducing human oversight. So now the challenges of using AI, sometimes nowadays people depend a lot on AI, and then we oversight. Even as human, a lot of people now don't want to use their senses anymore. They just depend on AI to do everything. Okay, you're writing a report, AI does everything for you. You don't even try to read. You don't try to, okay, let me see what this has written, this tool, maybe ChatGPT, for example, what it has written, and then what exactly do I need to improve? Okay, so that is one of the challenges of AI implementation. And also future directions in AI development, we have what we call the explainable AI, which helps to increase transparency and user trust. And also, we have what we call the multimodal interaction. Okay, so and then now talking about interaction, we're talking about the integrating voice, gaze, and gestures. So meaning it's able to you're able to predict voice. Okay, we want to integrate voice and gaze through our iris, and then the gestures. So all of this could help for richer communication, and also inclusive and ethical design principles. So this also is a future direction of AI development. Okay, so now in closing, in industrial engineering, AI-driven HCI enhances safety, efficiency, and productivity. And these advancements leads to more effective and secure industrial processes. And also, we have successful design balances. The tips for successful design balances, which makes intelligent automation combined with human intuition. Okay, so now, I initially talked about the ongoing global project which we're working on, and which is called AI for PAP. Okay, artificial intelligence for preparedness, endemic and pandemic, endemic and pandemic. Sorry. So, and we have our funders and collaborators. Our funders is IDRC, and then we're in collaboration with University of Toronto and York University. So, and our focus is on AI-enabled blockchain technology for healthcare. And we are collaborating with also Somewhere Medical Center and Ministry of Health in Malaysia. So thank you very much for listening. I'll be looking forward to your questions, please.
Thank you, Professor Samuel, for showing how artificial intelligence can make industrial interaction more user-friendly and efficient and adaptive. So I have one question for your presentation. What are the biggest challenges in implementing this artificial intelligence enhanced human-computer interaction system in industrial environment?
Okay, thank you for your question. Now, there are quite a number of challenges, and the first one I will highlight there is actually what we call technical challenges. So, and what do we mean by these technical challenges? We have what we call data quality and availability, because a lot of times industrial environments often lack standards. Okay, so they lack standardized data sets. So definitely when the data is not of good quality, is definitely going to affect even the result. Also, integrating with legacy system. What do we mean by that? Now we're talking about factories, and industrial setups, okay, that runs on outdated or even incompatible technologies. So definitely this kind of technology needs to be upgraded. Okay. So, and then we also have some challenges which are human-centric. So, and what do we mean by these human-centric challenges? We have usability and trust. Because workers may distrust or even misunderstand AI system. It's happening a lot of time. Okay, example, I remember I was watching an example of this Tesla, self-driven Tesla, and then they were trying to test drive it, and then even at that, it was not still able to perform. Is it now? I watched a video of maybe a kid trying to cross. Now it was an artificial kid anyway, not a real kid, but Tesla couldn't even detect that, oh, there's an object in front. Okay, so, and sometimes also, I also remember there was some weeks ago, I also watched a video of a particular user of the Tesla, the self-driven car, anyways, but then he still couldn't trust that, okay, Tesla can drive me safely without me even engaging. So he sat and was still holding on to the steering, just so that in case there's anything I can hold on and control whatever happens. So that misunderstanding still happens, that distrust still happens. So what would you call the human-centric challenges? All right. And then also we have what we call the operational challenges. Okay. And what are these operational challenges? You can have the change management and resistance. And this means that employees and management can decide to resist the adoption of AI. Okay. And why? Because sometimes you feel like AI is posing a threat to you. And in fact, I remembered some months ago where I was talking with one of my friends who works at the media system here in Malaysia, and now they're trying to incorporate AI. And he said he was moved to another department within the big organization to implement AI. But then he was now threats to the people in that department because they were more elderly, and then they felt, oh, this guy that is an AI expert now is going to be a threat because they don't want to use AI. They obviously resisting the use of AI because they felt by the time this young guy that was brought into the department now is going to start implementing all these AI tools, then definitely we're going to be out of job. So they resisted. Okay, so that also can be employees and management trying to resist adopting AI, and also regulatory and safety compliances, because AI system must comply with industry regulations. AI system must comply with industry regulations. And so this is also another challenge. So how do you make AI to comply? So meaning humans to make it comply, the use of AI. When we design, we have to make it comply. All right. So those are part of the challenges amongst others. Thank you.
Thank you,
Next,
Professor
please.
Samuel. So I would like to extend my sincere thanks to all the wonderful speakers. Professor Aydin, I think it's a early morning to you. So thank you so much and good morning to you. And Professor Brenda and Jasmine, I think it's in midnight for you. So thank you and say I want to say good night to. And Samuel also I would like to thank. Now I invite Professor Karthikeyan to deliver the vote of thanks. And before that, I would like to all the speakers please come in video mode for a small photo session in online. Professor Aydin. Professor Aydin. It's okay. Fine. Thank you. Now I welcome
Okay.
Karthikeyan to deliver vote of thanks.
Thank you, sir. Very good morning to one and all. Enhancing human computer interaction in industrial engineering through AI interfaces. This generic talk series mainly focuses on improving leveraging artificial intelligence. So it is my privilege to deliver the vote of thanks for today's generic talk series organized by the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, RMK Engineering College. And first and foremost, I would like to express our heartfelt gratitude to our distinguished panel members and Mr. Azidine Gezas, Dr. Brenda Yvonne Rodriguez Romero, Dr. Hasmin Hasmani Hasmani Arturo Ramire Diaz, and Dr. Samuel Mopolokwa Ajit Dabe. And your valuable insights, diverse perspectives, and thought provoking ideas have truly enriched our understandings of AI driven interfaces and their role on industrial engineering. A special thanks to our moderator, Dr. S. Neelagandan, Professor, Department of Computer Science and Engineering, RMK Engineering College, for skillfully steering the discussion and ensuring an engaging and fruitful exchange of ideas. We extend our sincere thanks to Dr. T. Sedukarsi, Professor and Head of the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, for her guidance and constant encouragement and unwavering support in making this event possible. We are deeply grateful to our management and principal for their constant support, encouragement, and vision in facilitating such intellectually stimulating sessions. I would also like to thank our faculty members, technical team, and organizing committee for their meticulous planning and smooth execution of today's event. Finally, a heartfelt thanks to all the participants and viewers for your active engagement, questions, and keen interest. Your enthusiasm is what makes session truly meaningful. Once again, thank you all for making this day a grand success. Wish you everyone a wonderful day ahead.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Professor.
Thank you. Thank you, sirs. Thank you. Thanks to all the participants and professors who have graced the occasion. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Good morning.
Yeah.
Bye.
See you soon.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Samuel, bye.
Thank you, sir. Good night and good morning to everyone. So with this, we are winding up the live session.
Thank you.